Bro, I don't know, bro. Typical family stuff with my parents, I guess. They haven't done anything wrong or what. I just feel cooped up. My mom keeps nagging about little things. My dad keeps asking me about my work and my prospects and... yeah, been there. Why don't you move out? I would really love to, bro. But I think it'll be hard to afford. It is more expensive compared to staying at home. But the additional perspective and headspace you get is worth it. Legit. Wow. I don't know, bro. I think the rent will be quite a lot, right? When I moved out on my own, I've had to sacrifice some of the wants in my life. But it's doable. Wow. My wants are... I would do it again. And I might do it earlier. Let me tell you why. I was done. I had to move out. My father was expecting me to have expensive weddings, to own a big family car, and to have children way before I could afford them. He was even asking me to pay him a monthly $500 allowance just to stay at home. It was common for his generation, just not mine. It was a clash of mindsets. This is why I cycled, with all my belongings, for 18 kilometers to a new place, which I rented for $700. The perks? Less squabbling, more headspace. I also got a room nearer to my workplace. That's time saved. All this time and headspace that I now have, I channeled into more reading, more writing, more learning, and more relaxing. Life was looking good, but of course, it wasn't so simple. I soon learned that I was not prepared at all. Unclean dishes, piling laundry, an ever-growing list of unfinished tasks. And then I discovered that my rent after paying for Wi-Fi, utilities and food racked up to more than $1,000. It was $1,000 I did not have to spend before. It made me realize that I was not as independent as I thought. All this while, aside from providing a roof over my head, my family had helped subsidize my living expenses. But moving out also had unexpected positive side effects. It made me hungrier for more opportunities in order to cover my living costs. More often than not, I was earning beyond the $1,000 needed. I also had to learn to do the tasks on my own or find workarounds. But most importantly, it made me see that the price of $500 that my father was asking from me was not unreasonable at all. Oh, and speaking of my father, my relationship with him actually improved. I made the conscious effort to visit him on the weekends. Spending lesser but more precious time together helped him see that filial piety isn't about giving money or the sheer quantity of time spent together, but really about the quality moments we now have. Wow, but I'm still a bit worried about the money, bro. It's just that, $1,000 is a lot. If I can just invest this money... Okay. Let me put it this way. I don't think everyone has to move out on their own. In land-scarce Singapore, where rent and housing is expensive, it's usually better to stay in your parents' house, especially if they are supportive of your decisions. But if staying under their roof means following rules which affects your finances and mental health, then you have to create your own house with your own rules, even if it's just a small rental room with no ensuite toilet. Because sometimes an obsolete mindset can be more expensive than paying rent.